So this story that I'm going to tell you takes place at a beach with me coming out of the ocean with one of those balls. I was coming out of the ocean, approaching the showers, minding my own business, when I met this kid. He must have been about 1 to 2, walking but not talking yet, completely naked. Skin should be brown, but is now completely unexposed. So he's looking at me, and I look back. He stares intently at the rubber ball, and my hands all wide-eyed, and I'm like, oh, you want this ball. He immediately grabs it, bounces it, and giggles. He just takes on his own imagination, and I continue all my business, shower up as if to say, hey, you go play with that ball for a bit. He runs off. His mama calls to him, Makana, be careful. And I think to myself, Makana? Makana means gift. And I continue all my business, but this kid is captivating me. He's expressing pure joy without words as he hurls the ball with all his might to keep him in my sight. His sand swishes off my feet, and now I'm triple rinsing my hair, which I never really do, but I'm doing all that I can to stall. I just want him to experience that ball. And by the 5th rinse, it's time for me to go, and I know, it's going to be difficult for me to get that ball back. But he throws it to me, appreciative all the time, and at this point, I'm having a very hard time leaving, so I roll the ball back. He picks it up, bounces it for a second, and checks it back to me. It now seems as if we got game, so I stay in. We play back and forth, back and forth for a bit, but then he stops, drops the ball, it rolls off, and he holds out his hand. Well, knowing me, I go get the ball, then I go to give him 5, but realize that's not what he's trying to communicate. He looks sad. Or in pain. Yeah, that's it, his pain, and I see a pokey breaking into his finger. I barely even touch it, but he reacts automatically, shudders dramatically, and yet he still stands with his hand out. You see, he trusts me with this pokey. So I'm thinking to myself, I've got to do this quick, otherwise we're both in deep trouble, because his skin is like tissue, it's ridiculously sensitive, and pokies. It really hurt, y'all. And his eyes are peering into mine with pure trust, you see. He hasn't yet been sworn into a childhood of, don't touch the strangers, the dangerous villains out to get you. He hasn't had time to learn how to ignore the rest of his community as his day passes by. He hasn't learned the societal nonsense. He's simply being as his heart tells him to be. Trusting of me. And he's open and standing, and I'm asking his mama, who's 5 feet away, hey, it's okay. He smiles and nods yes. She gives me the go-ahead, and so I go. I take a deep breath, and I watch the monster move. I grab him close up and chasing his body, twists temporarily, but the worst is now over. And he looks, and he smiles. And I nearly cry. You see, this is the essence of existence. He goes to pick up the ball as if to play again, but a time has come to an end, and my new friend is wondering where I'm wandering to, so I walk away slowly, saying, Makana, you can have the ball. And for me, it was a small price to pay for a brief lesson of essence. Thank you.
Lay the puzzle pieces out, find out what it's all about. Together we can change
the essence of life. Yes! Awesome, that's a great answer. And there's so many different answers. Yeah, what did you think the message was? Follow your heart, totally, and trust, yes. So all of those, yeah. Anybody else have any other ideas? For me, the lesson that I got from that poem, from writing it, is that there's a lot that grown-ups have to learn from Kiki. You know, we go through life so often teaching kids, but there's so much to learn from kids. And here's the thing: is today you're going to be teaching the adults something, right? You're going to be talking to the government, the people who run the government. So this is your chance to really show them what you know. So here's what I want to do. I want you to find some friends that are sitting next to you. Get into groups of anywhere from 2 to 5, okay? And here's your project right now. You're going to find a space in this room, anywhere you want to be. You can be wherever you're at. Or you can find some space on the sides. And I want you, with your friends, to to create a human brain out of your bodies, out of your hands, out of your whatever you want to do. Like, make the shape of a human brain, okay? Are you ready? Can we do this? Do you know who your groups are? All right, let's go. Well, let's go find a space and make a brain. Let's do it. Come on stage. So everybody can see you. All right. Original brain. Okay. Now show me how much you had by the time you're 5 years old. Nice. Okay, so tell me what you did and why. Who wants to tell me?
We took away my mom because it became 85% because one person was missing out of the phone.
Nice. That was really well done. Can everybody give everybody a round of applause? So yes, if your brain is gonna be this big, by the time you're 5 years old, you pretty much have developed 85% of it, okay? Almost all of it. And that's a really important thing because early childhood education is preschool, right? And that happens before you're 5 years old. So the more we can learn before we're 5, the better off we'll be. Now, in your groups, you can stay if you want to, or you can go back to your seats, up to you. I want you to talk about and come up with one reason why preschool is really, really important to you. Okay, at least one reason why preschool or early childhood education is really, really important to you. I want everybody to pay attention because when you go up and talk to your legislators, these are some of the things that you can tell them. Okay, because you're gonna have to tell them, in addition to the 3 things that Gail asked you to tell them. These are other things that you can tell your legislators as to why preschool and early childhood education is important to you. Okay, so we're gonna go down the line. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go.
Because okay, I forgot.
Come back to you.
Preschool helps me read and write. So I get a good education. It helps me read. Learn Spanish.
You can get you become independent and where you learn from somebody that's not your parents or your family members.
To get ready for kindergarten.
So I could learn simple things and then I could so I'm ready for kindergarten and I could get better at it.
You can learn the basics so that you can build on them when you're older.
You can practice on having best friends and getting ready for kindergarten.
Very good.
You can learn that preschool can be really easy so that when you're in kindergarten you won't have to cry or anything. So you won't have to, you can get used to being around other children and other things like that.